Now what I'm going to do is, a side stepper card here, but we're going to use some of our elongated dies for this one here. Now straight away, when I bring in, actually, do you know what? I've got our regular plates here. So this is our regular A4 plate. What I'm going to do is let's bring this one in so you're going to see the size of it. So there's our plate, let's turn it that way. That's not even going to fit. 12 by 12. A 12 by 12 stepper card where you can die cut the detail into the cardstock is simply mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring this one in here. So let's bring in our plates once again. Now the way that I've got all these lined up. So it is, for anyone asking, 11 inches by 11 inches. And then all the way, so from left to right, up to this point here, it is 8 1/4. And then all that I've done is done a little slit because we're going to come in. So I know you can just see my finger here. So 2 3/4, what I've done a score line. 4 inches, I've done a score line. 6 3/4, I've done a score line here. And what's quite key at this point, don't fold all the way across. Just do a little embossed line or a pencil line, because what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our main die here. So with this butterfly, what I'm going to do, it's got no outside cutting edge all the way around with this specific die. Now I know Sarah had these, was it last week or a couple of weeks when it comes to these dies. So you just either check back on the website or have a look online. But what I'm doing with this one is putting it along the score line along the base here. I'm going to add the outside cutting edge that you get with it. Oh, running away. So I'm going to bring this one in. Let's bring in our low tack tape to secure it. So I'm popping it into the edges, there and then here. So just to clear that up, this line here is right along the middle of the cardstock, but I don't want to score it just now, otherwise we're going to be left with a score line. So what I can do is secure this with our low tack tape once again, and pop that onto place. Also using some of the dies that Sarah's had on as well. What I've done is I've taken one of these square ones. These come actually with the box.
Favour boxes.
Favour step, yeah, that's it. So these are our patterned ones. So we're now using them beyond what they are originally for. So what we can do, so let's pop that one on. Now we're going to line these ones up like we would usually do. So our plastic shim, we need our top cutting plate, and then this time, because we're going back to our normal dies, we need our magnetic. So everything that you already know and love at the moment, Joe.
Yeah. All right, Debbie.
Ben.
I get called Joe quite a lot.
I could have called you a lot worse there.
At the other place, I used to get. Do you know what? A lot of people struggle with my name. I mean, it's hard, isn't it? Ben.
It's very hard. It's very hard. Hard to spell as well.
Yes.
You never get it right.
Yeah. But I used to get called another name at the other place, didn't I?
You did. You did indeed.
Dan, Joe. Well, I'll answer to anything. I've been called a lot worse, to be honest with you, so it's fine. You know, it's fine. It's not as if I've got a difficult name to remember. Is it like Engelbert or something like that?
That's true.
Or Humphrey.
Although, to be fair, on my, obviously we're doing Wake Up Call 5 days a week. At the moment, I've not been on Create and Craft here in the UK, but if it was my second last time that I was there, the legend that is Dave Bradford, I did call him Ben.
Well, good.
Awkward.
And I'm sure that he really appreciated that as well. Hashtag orcs.
I think he let me off because he's a good friend.
He's a good egg, isn't he?
He's a good egg. And he's been a big following of mine for a number of years, big champion, which I always appreciate. So I think I got off lightly on that one.
Yeah, as long as you're calling the wrong names to the right people, that's all that matters. Here's a good question, whilst you're just speaking this off, and again, I mean, you'll not really be able to answer this, but Ziva has asked.
Well, don't ask it then.
No, I just wanted to. I've
got a question for you. You won't be able to answer it because you won't know the answer. I'm going to answer it anyway.
But there isn't really an answer. There's not really an answer to it, right? So Ziva has asked, what is the life expectancy of these wonderful machines? How long are they going to last for? And how long's a piece of string? But I mean, they're going to last. years, aren't they? If you look after them.
It's all about the way that you look after it. You know, don't push it to the beyond the limits that it can't go. And I say can't go, it is the Gemini. You know, you've got that sheer pressure. Whether, as I said earlier on, but I've moved it over there, whether it is the Go or whether it is the Pro, it's the incredible pressure. But you know, if it doesn't like something, it's going to spit it out. If it spits it out, it's telling you it's not going to work. Don't keep feeding it through. Don't keep pressing it through. So just look after it. Do what you want to do, craft away. As long as you look after it, you're not going to be throwing it about or damage it. And let's face it, you ain't going to be throwing that beast about.
No.
But it's going to last you such a long time as well. Any odd issues, questions of that, you've got customer service, and you've always got us on social media as well. So.
And the other thing to say with these, right, is it's not as if, you know, I always think of like video games consoles as far as these machines are concerned, because you know you get like a video games console, and then a year later they'll bring out like the point one,
yeah.
a point two. Once you've got a Gemini Pro, you've got a Gemini Pro.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like next year you're going to go, oh well, you need to upgrade your Gemini Pro to the Gemini Pro Mac 2. So that is the other thing to say about it as well. It is a really, really great investment, and you've got that baby for life. And Ziva's also just quickly asked, how do you become a platinum member? Of course, you join up Club Inspire. So if you go to our page, right? If you go to our page, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk or .eu, click on the Club Inspire link, and then basically you join up. It's really, really simple to join. It's a case of just like filling in your email address, really, really simple. And then basically when you shop, for every £1 you spend, you get a point. And as you move up through the points, get to 1,500, gets you into platinum. But if you were to go for this today, 449 points gets you almost up to silver if you were brand new today. Although it would tip you over, wouldn't it? Because you get 250 when you make your first purchase, don't you?
We do, yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's how you do it anyway. The more you shop, the higher up Club Inspire that you go. Yes, and of course, for your first purchase, you get 20% off too. We'll play you a little video in just a little while to explain it probably better than I've just done there. Back with you.
Yes, absolutely. So what I've been doing is we have just been layering it up. So we've taken this top bit, so we've gone along the bit with our edgeable here. So because, now this is what I mean by, if I had scored a line beforehand, we are going to be left with a score line all the way across, which we don't want. So therefore, just putting the little lines into place, it's going to work fine. This is now giving our edgeable, our top fold part anyway. And I'm going to keep throwing back, and I'm going to keep reiterating to the fact of this is a large piece of cardstock.
Yeah.
You cannot do, you know, there's lots of things you can do on our Daddy Gemini, our original Gemini. It's all down to size. So being able to do something like this, side stepper card, when it comes to a Pro, is phenomenal. So we've created that top fold bit when it comes to a Pro. And then what I've also done is beforehand, I've also cut out some more of these key elements into place. So what we're going to do is I'm taking some of these sentiments as well. But you actually said something really good as well, Ben, where you were saying,
well, thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. How, you know, we're not going to keep coming out with another version.
No.
Now, yes, we've come out with a different size. We've come out with a different size over the years because it's your request at home. Some of you at home are saying, love the idea of the Pro, but my large Gemini is substantial enough, it's suitable for me, it covers everything that I need to do, so I don't need the Pro. You don't need the Pro then. If you find that you're fine with your large Gemini, absolutely fine. But the thing is, this is about, you know, if you are doing your wedding invites, if you are doing things on a much larger scale, you're batch making. And that was the whole idea of the Gemini Pro. But what we've noticed, because we have the most incredible loyal fans and followers at Crafters Companion, a lot of these that we have sold are not actually going to customers that have a wedding business or they need to do batch making. It's because they love our products, they love our machines, they love the Gemini, and you pure and simply wanted the larger Pro machine so that you can be proud to say that you've got it, but also you can do 31 dies like I done at the start. And that's just nesting dies. So think of all your other ones that you've got, your stepper, your easels, your mats and layers, your inapage dies, your central inapage, nesting. Do you know what I mean? All the dies that we've got within our range, whether it is basic or whether it is decorative or whether it is, of course, all of the essentials, still going to go through the Pro. So that is, it's always worthwhile to think about, but as you said as well, Ben, if at the moment, which we absolutely totally understand, not even just what's going on in the world, just the fact of it is a considered purchase.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, if you can't maybe invest it in at the moment, do you know what? Watch all our shows, learn from them. Sarah's always been open in the fact as well, saying if you don't buy anything from these shows, she's fine with that. Use us for the ideas and inspirations to when you get one in the future. So go for it.
It's so true. That's what we're here for, isn't it? We're here, obviously, you know, to give you these amazing deals, but also, you know, for the tips, the inspiration, the demonstration, so that you've got ideas, you know, for when you get all of these goodies and you've got the know-how to use all of these machines. That is exactly what we're here for. Quick question about that edgeable die. Did we know which edgeable die that was, the one that you were using there? Because Stephen's just asking what that one's called. Is it Butterfly Dreams?
Is it Butterfly Dreams? I'm sure. Was it one that come out when Sarah launched the Pro? I've got a funny feeling.
We'll have a look.
Feeling.
Butterfly Dreams I've got in my mind. Producer Georgina will have a look and we'll see if we can answer that. But that's a lovely, lovely make, isn't it?
So what I've got, two butterflies have just fluttered off into the air. So what I'm going to do is let's bring in this one here.
Wow.
So use it. So what I've done within these butterflies, I've recut this edgeable at the top here into some of the cardstock. Same range that you showed earlier on, Ben, and we just fussy cut them out, snipped about, layered them over the top. It's actually the one that you've got right on the top of your pile there, Ben.
Yeah.